Like me, you probably have lots of documents, music, and photos. Chances are you also have multiple devices, a desktop computer, a laptop, maybe a netbook, or a smartphone. I want to have my content with me, no matter which device I happen to be using. In the past, I was forced to think about what I needed in advance and make duplicate copies of these files everywhere. Making copies of my files just sucks. It used extra space on my devices and was a pain to manage. Not to mention some of my devices just don't have enough space. Now there's a better way. Since all of my devices are connected to the internet, why not just move my files to a secure place online? I can stop making duplicate copies of everything and have all my content with me on each of my devices. I get this in just minutes with a little piece of software called Zumo Drive. Zumo Drive uses the internet to give me unlimited storage on my computers and smartphones. Now, instead of leaving my content scattered across my devices, I can run around with everything. When I open my files, Zumo Drive fetches them instantly from the cloud. I can even listen to my entire 20 gigabyte music library on my iPhone without worrying about running out of space. You may be wondering what happens when I'm not connected to the internet. Not to worry. Zumo Drive keeps my commonly used files on my devices locally, so I can get to them even when I'm offline. So what does this Zumo Drive look like? Let's take a look. Zumo Drive looks and acts just like any other drive, except that it's connected to the internet. I can simply drag files into Zumo Drive to store them safely and securely in the cloud. Now my files are available on all of my devices. Zumo Drive even works with my new netbook. I really like my netbook because it's extremely portable, but there's no way I can bring all my documents and media with me. As you can see, it only has 4 gigabytes of free space left. Once I open Zumo Drive, I've supersized my netbook. I can carry around as much content as I want, and I don't have to wait around for my files to download. Browsing files in Zumo Drive is just as fast as if they were on my machine. You see these files here with the network icon? This tells me that the file is not stored on my machine locally, and they are not taking up space. When I open the file, Zumo Drive will fetch the content for me instantly. Sometimes I can't even tell that the files are being downloaded. It's just that fast. Once I've opened it, you can see that the network icon goes away. This means that the file is now stored locally, and I can continue to use it even when I'm offline. I can also tell Zumo Drive to store any other files locally if I know I'll be offline later. Now what about my music? I have 20 gigabytes of MP3s and only 4 gigabytes of free space. So how do I get them into iTunes? Zumo Drive has a cool feature that will set up iTunes with my entire music collection. As you can see here, I'm starting out with an empty music library. Zumo Drive will quickly do its work to get my songs into iTunes. This will take a few minutes, so let's skip ahead a little bit. Now I'm back with all of my songs in iTunes, all 20 gigabytes of it. Like the files I was showing you before, none of these songs is stored locally on this netbook. When I play a song, Zumo Drive will stream it to me without delay. With Zumo Drive, I can have all of my content on each of my devices with virtually no effort. You get the power of the cloud in your pocket. Try it!